Now it's time to review how to change content on a page. Now the content that we have to change in this particular case is the times, the days, and the prices and all that of the Coconut Grove Elementary page. So I've already done the liberty of going to pages and going to the particular page, but I might as well show you again. And there it is. So let's take a look at what we got going on over here. There's a lot of things that I see on my screen, so let's go over it. So this is the title of the page. You can see the URL of the page. You can even change it as well if you wanted to. I don't suggest doing so because then we have to change it in the nav menu. And then you'll also see that we have this classic mode and Visual Composer. Make sure that you're always using Visual Composer because that's how this theme works best. On this right hand side we have the publishing menu. So we can see whether or not it's published. We can also change it to a draft or pending review so it's not shown in the front end. If I wanted to maybe add a password to this, I could, or just make it private for specific users to see it. We can see the amount of revisions that have happened here. In this case it says 52, so I've done a lot of work on this. And we can see when it was originally published. Here in the Visual Composer section, this is actually where all the content of the page lives. Page attributes on the right here are kind of these options that you don't have to worry about too much. But for example, if you wanted to make this a child page of something else, so in this case I don't particularly want to make it a child page of something, although I could, for example, make it a child page of after school programs. And then what that'll do is it'll change the URL up here. Once I click update, it'll say / after school programs / Coconut Grove Elementary. But in this case, you have so little pages that there's really no reason to do that. So I'd rather just leave it as the Coconut Grove Elementary. Finally, you also have different types of templates. So majority of them are related to blog. You have full screen sections, full width, landing page, WooCommerce. I won't get into detail, but usually the default is all right. If you wanted to mess around with that, you totally can, just to see what it does. We have featured image is not something we even need to worry about. So let me see if I can actually get rid of that. Yep. So I'm just going to get rid of the featured image and leave it at that. So then below this Visual Composer content, let's see what we got. We have the revisions. So if I wanted to review some of these other revisions, we can. Comments aren't necessary. Select general. So these are actually general options that you can change the way that the page looks. There's no reason to mess with any of this unless you really felt the need to. But these options are the options that should be done in this section, in the Select Options section. And you'll see, for example, it says Select Header here. If I wanted to mess with the header, I can go to Select Header over here, and that'll change it for all of the pages. This is only if you wanted this to be an exception to the rule, where you can change the options for this particular page. Obviously, we don't need to do any of this, so I'm not even going to mess with it. We also have something that's kind of cool, the Select SEO. So if you wanted to change the title, the keywords, the description, you're at liberty to do so. I highly suggest you do if you wanted to optimize SEO. But obviously, it's also very important to know what you're optimizing for. Is it after school programs? Is it for tennis programs? Is it for Coconut Grove tennis? So it all depends on really what people are searching for, because there's a lot of different variations of Coconut Grove tennis that I'm sure you can think of, and even Google has search results for. Anyway, so let's actually get into the nitty-gritty of, well, actually I'll leave this as a review page, a review of what you'll find in the edit page, and then we'll get into actually changing the content. All right.